Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Hot Wheels MechaniX. I have a few things to talk about today. One of which being, we're on the moon! Now who are each of these races going to be? Well, I'll talk about them when we come across them. One car I might just decide to name just because of where this place is. The other one will be a bit more interesting. But we'll get to each of them when we get to them. Is this really the place for so fast? I don't know if it is. Maybe it lasts today. I guess you can play as the not usually so useful Swoopy Doo. Swoopy Doo is going to try to actually prove themselves now after having been useless for the entirety of this series. We'll see what they can actually pull off or not. We actually also, with Swoopy Doo being here, have the entirety of the new Golden Tetrad aside from Governor. We also don't have Slingshot here from the original Golden Tetrad, I suppose. It was considered, not by me, but it was considered that it would also be possible to some degree for Shadowcut to be Slingshot, which I think is an interesting idea, but we ended up going with that being, we meaning me, ended up going with that being MechaniX since it's Shadowjet Mark II anyways. I don't know what it is with Hot Wheels sometimes. This looks like it's gonna be off-road. I don't know what it is with Hot Wheels sometimes. I can't tell the difference between the off-road and normal tires on actually driving the car. They have really similar tire patterns. But see, looking at here side by side, I can see it easily. But of course I just made myself lose my train of thought by doing that. Darn it. Anyways, we'll go with our usual stuff. Slingshot isn't here right now, at least. Well, I don't know if they'll appear later. But aside from them, we have the entirety of the Golden Tetrad here, aside from Governor. I'd hope Governor appears later. Interesting music. Oh, that's an interesting collection of colors on these cars. Radar Ranger actually has its name on it. It's amusing. Whoa. Why is Bedlam here with spikes? Bedlam has an interesting approach to racing. They have their own ideas. Also, Swoopy Doo, you're not actually here for racing. I think I should remind you. See? Good job. Not racing at all. You are here for collection. And Swoopy Doo has never really been useful, not one for anything, but two for races. So instead of proving their worth in races, what they're going to do, Alpha Route and Beta Route. Well, let's start. First things first, let's go with that Alpha first, except there are more routes than that. Oh jeez. I was wondering if those would destroy me inexplicably. Good job, Swoopy Doo. This is why nobody ever trusts you to do anything. Oh, so the Alpha route is actually quite useless. So you can just go longer by going in the opposite direction of where I went, and then going through here. It's interesting. I don't know to what degree. Whoa, jeez, this thing flies so much more than I thought it would. I saw another one of those little blue chutes, so I thought I might as well do that. Oh, do they? I think there's lower gravity here. That's a nice touch if there is. Unless there's another place to go back up. No gold anything here. You're supposed to be with the Golden Tetrad and you can't even find golden boxes. Yeah, you jump way higher here. It's kind of cool. Why does it take so long to get into reverse in this game? What's that siren blaring about? I'm quite curious. What are all these roads down here for? I mean, it makes sense that there's a way of getting back onto the main path, which is cool. Doesn't make much sense. Oh wow, did those other boxes disappear outright once I got enough? It's interesting. Oh jeez. Okay, so it's really weird here. Flying with the best wings. I was at first for a moment. Swoopy Doo just tasted a little bit of glory for a brief moment there. At least they imagined it. But if you have the best wings here, you can really just fly around through a good portion of this course. I imagine though that there's a checkpoint over here. There's not. I was thinking I would need to go back up on the road here. Did I miss a checkpoint anywhere? No. Oh. I'll have to take a very direct route here. Hey, Metacog. Gearhead. Sorry. Use these guys more than I should. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. We have liftoff. Oh my god. Swoopy Doo has learned to fly. Something has gone very wrong, I assure you. Missed way too many checkpoints. Swoopy Doo, you ruined it. You ruined everything. That was amazing to see. I'd love to see a speedrun on this level. You could fly from one place to another. Who has a who got pontoons on the moon? Is that Danny? Danny? Swoopy, you're not even going up against any serious racers here. Look how much you managed to mess up regardless. Oh yeah, I still need to get the X tools again now. Alright. I don't know if the car stays unlocked this way. Even if it is unlocked now, I'm tempted to just make Swoopy to pick everything up again just as punishment for how horrible they've been doing in this race. Especially for being kind of useless. Yeah, this is cool. And again, man, it's all about adapting to new environments in this game. Both, like, from a story perspective and from an actual, like, this is how you play the game perspective. Everyone else put on here, too. It's kind of funny. Yeah, get up there. Having a different gravity is a really nice touch. Yeah, I didn't actually keep the car to actually finish the race. I still missed something. Swoopy Doo, how you managed to mess everything up like this? And Bedlam's a decent racer, kind of. Okay, I guess. I'm actually not so sure. Bedlam's not a horrible racer, and yet... Wow! My car got destroyed just by being bumped into? How's that happen? I thought that was a thing that could happen in the game. I don't actually know how that happens. Wait, is this where we're supposed to go? Yeah. So I forgot where I was supposed to go. How's everyone together in one pack like this? You go to the right here, Swoopy Doo. Having the upgraded engine is way overpowered, though, I think. Despite tires actually mess up your car if you hit someone with it? Is that what Bedlam's doing? Did Bedlam take the fight to this place? In which case, I'm really surprised Danny didn't. So I'm suspecting now. No, Swoopy Doo, you cannot. You need to go into the building. Swoopy Doo's trying so hard to actually be clever or interesting or something. Yeah, so apparently, you can just push your own out of the way if you have spiked tires. I thought they were only useful for ice. Jeez. Doesn't work quite how I thought it did. Oh, good job. So I don't actually need to take that route there. Just, I believe, go through here. I think there's a checkpoint I was missing there. No, there wasn't. Let's see if Swoopy Doo can take on that one. No, and see if Swoopy Doo can actually compare to another member of the Golden Tetrad. The answer may be no, considering their performance so far today. From what I've seen though, it really might be faster to just... I don't know if it would really be faster, but it's possible at least to just not go through that building at all. I don't know how fast it is to fly in this game as opposed to driving on the ground. So it may or may not actually be a lot fast to fly around everywhere. So Peter, stop it. That's not especially useful to do actually, because then you have to drop back down here. I'm curious which wings you'd actually want here. Because you don't want to glide too far, because you'll just go over everything. Might be better to use weaker wings here. You want some wings so you can glide in the first place. It's definitely fun doing weird stuff here. We might only drive through this place once, for that matter, and for once, it's taken forever to get through here. Probably in part because it's Swoopy Doo messing everything up, but also in part because it is actually possible to win this race. If we can get past Bedlam again. You need to not touch Bedlam, that's the tricky part. Bedlam always says they're heavy, powerful cars. In this case, one that can really mess you up. Man, that's really, really rough. Being able to knock you out of commission just by touching you. Okay, speaking out of commission. See if we can recover here. Nope, we can't. Wish this game had a reset button. Swoopy Doo, are you gonna snatch defeat from the jaws of victory here? I suspect you're going to. Would be nice to get that turbo. Hey Annie, why are you here with pontoons? How am I in first? So I'm not sure. Okay. So I'm not sure what the fastest route is in this level. So I know there are more space levels in this game though, so I'm curious if we'll be able to do more shenanigans, oh my god, with flying around in other levels. But I might not necessarily want... I also made a mistake using off-road tires, I guess. Maybe? You probably want to have off-road tires off-road portion. How did I go straight through that? But then if you do everything correctly, you're usually on the road for most of the time. There's some turbo, jeez. Taking long enough, man. You get some serious hang time here, for better or worse. Just need to stay on the road this time, Swoopy Doo. Is that too much to ask of you? I'm gonna have conflicted feelings about Swoopy Doo after this. Considering how horribly they did through a lot of this race, but at the same time managing to do what nobody else has done before. Maybe. And pretty sure I missed a checkpoint there. Yeah. I swear, if you managed to mess this up, Swoopy Doo, I don't think there are actually any checkpoints left though. Okay, here we go. That would have been ridiculous. But managed to win 2 cars in one race. Nobody else has done that. So, I was going to talk about who each one was as we saw them, but we saw both of them at the same time. So we'll spend the rest of this episode talk about each of them, I guess, because we don't have much time left this episode. So, who are these guys? Oh, it's only one track? Oh jeez, I thought there was more stuff left. Lakester! Darn it! Is that Gearhead's new car or something now? Is Gearhead getting another car? I always thought of Lakester as being absolutely Gearhead. Darn. I thought there were 3 more tracks instead of just 1. Oops. In any case, we'll see how that goes next episode. We might spend another episode or 2 just playing as other cars we haven't played as before too. It's a little tricky. So where are these gonna be? So Radar Ranger was actually That's companion back in, or That/Slingshot's companion back in Star Trek Driver 2, which was a strange car to have max stats in that game, but it was the ultimate car in that game. And well, here they are again. So fair enough in regards to that. And on top of that, F1 Racer, that could be so many cars. I was thinking because they're in space could be Burn. Not that it looks like Burn's car or anything, that being power pipes, but it's an idea. Oh, there's so many cars I want to play as now that I know I'm going to play as. Yeah, I'll definitely spend at least an episode playing as more cars at some point. Oh, now it really looks like that red car from World Race. Nothing gold. Darn it. Can't even be properly golden. Or Swoopy Doo. Okay, I guess I'll see you guys next time. The next episode, let's play Hot Wheels MechaniX, where we decide on who to play as for this final race. I don't know who that's gonna be. And I'll have to think about who Blakester's even gonna be. Because we already have Gearhead on Scream and Holler, so Gearhead on Lakester as well? I don't know how that's gonna work out. But Lakester is at least as much of a Gearhead car as Scream and Holler is, so I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Anyways, us guys next time, the next episode, let's play Hot Wheels MechaniX. I'll choose someone, I assure you. Maybe, eventually. Bye everyone.